Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From ski-doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job. Western PA and Western New York. Trust Jimco Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimcoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today.
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says TERRORS. TERRS. 814-598-9494.
Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford.
From top-notch tools to expert advice, Closest Lumber has your do-it-yourself and home improvement needs covered. Our services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust us as your local experts in one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit our online showroom at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
It's your favorite summertime community event, and this year will be the biggest year yet. Otto-Eldred Hometown Days will be July 18th and 19th. We're excited to announce that the Sky Wonder drones will be returning to light up the Duke Center night sky. You won't want to miss this one-of-a-kind show. It's worth the trip. All your favorite events will be there too. The car show, food and craft vendors, live music, magic shows, kids entertainment, and more. We'll make this the ultimate family fun weekend of the summer. Mark your calendars for the 2025 Otto-Eldred Hometown Days on July 18th and 19th.
Located at 1 South Main Street in Eldred, Taylor & Armstrong Contracting has great people who do a fantastic job paving and sealing driveways. We do paving and sealing of driveways as well as parking lots, and we also deliver gravel. Give us a call today at 814-225-3328.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd Buses Incorporated and Todd Motor Sales. Todd Buses has been transporting Otto-Eldred students since 1952, and Todd's Motor Sales has been serving the community since 1926. At Todd's Motor Sales, we do Pennsylvania inspections and automotive services, including oil changes, tires, and brakes. Call today to make an appointment at 814-225-4738. Located at 166 Main Street in Eldred.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network audio-only broadcast tonight. We are live here at the Haggerty Event Center in Erie, Pennsylvania, getting ready for this PIAA semifinal contest between the Otto-Eldred Terrors and the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm alongside the coach, Al Moderjeski, and we are here in Erie tonight for this game between Otto-Eldred and Neighborhood Academy, with the winner going to the PIAA championship game.
Chris, I can tell you, I've been looking forward to this game all week. I mean, you have a classic matchup. Two teams with one loss each, a combined record of 55-2. Otto-Eldred, the Terrors from rural Duke Center, Pennsylvania, and Neighborhood Academy from the city of Pittsburgh, my hometown, led by two very good players, both going on to play in college. Landon Francis at Otto-Eldred, who's going to be playing at Pitt Bradford Division III, and Courtney Wallace, son of the same name. His father was a good player at Duquesne, playing at Yale in the Ivy League. So you got a classic matchup, Chris. You got two teams that are different but similar in so many ways. I've looked forward to this game all week. I can't wait for it.
It should be a heck of a ball game. You talked about it, Al. Otto-Eldred 28-1, Neighborhood Academy 27-1. Players all over the court. You talked about Courtney Wallace for Neighborhood Academy, a 2,000-point career scorer. Otto-Eldred, 3 1,000-point scores. First time in District 9 history you've ever had 3 guys all over 1,000 points, all playing on the same court together. There's been schools where they've had a guy that maybe eventually as a senior became a 1,000-point scorer playing with 2 others, but never before in the history of District 9 have you had 3 guys all over 1,000 points, all playing on the same court at the same time.
You're absolutely right, Chris. And both these teams are built it the right way. They are true programs. These kids on both teams have played with each other literally since they were 5th and 6th grade, grew together. I mean, the similarities are stark. I mean, it's amazing how similar they are. And really, they're not one-man teams either. I mean, Francis is the main guy for Eldred, obviously, and for Otto-Eldred, and Courtney Wallace for Neighborhood Academy. But both teams have balanced scoring. Otto-Eldred has 3 guys in double figures, with one, Davey Schenfeld, right below at 9.6 points a game. And Neighborhood has 4 guys in double figures. Wallace at 21.3, Shamar Simpson 14.2, Kedron Gilmore at 15.3, and Sincere Nichols on 12.7. So these are not one-man teams, Chris. This is a classic matchup.
It really is, and because of that, I think it's got a chance to be a pretty high-scoring game. Both teams averaging right around that 70 points a game mark. I don't think this is going to be a game where you see teams wanting to slow it down.
No, it's going to be a fun game to watch, fun game to broadcast. Hope our listeners enjoyed. Two teams really want to get after and score points. You couldn't find a better matchup, and you couldn't find whoever wins this game is going to be a great representative from the western part of the state in the PIAA final. This is a great matchup, and like I told you, Chris, I've been looking forward to this all week.
The winner will play the winner of Lancaster Country Day and Sankofa Freedom Academy.
And that game should be over by now, right?
Now, that game started at 5:30, so I would imagine, let's see if we can track down a quick score on it, Al, real quick here. Yeah. We'll go to X and see if there's a score that we can take a quick look at here. In the meantime, while I do that, Al, talk about a little bit about what's going on in both locker rooms right now.
Right now, okay, listen. I'm sure both coaches are saying, this is what you've waited all these years for. This is what we've built our program to be. Just go out and have fun, play to the best of your ability, and let the best team win. But I think both teams are looking at it the same way. Again, they're programs that have started from scratch. Built it up the way kids have been playing together since 5th or 6th grade. So I'm sure both these teams are coming in with the idea of, listen, let's take it to these guys. Let's play our game. Both teams play an up-tempo style of play and look to push the ball and score. I think it'll be a great match. I think it's going to go down the wire. It's one of those games where literally I can't pick a winner. I don't see one team having an advantage over the other. They're remarkably alike, and they're two teams that are both very well coached. Otto-Eldred by Derek Francis. His son obviously is a leading scorer, the star player Landon Francis. And Jordan Marks, a young man who started out with the program and has built this from the bottom up, and look what they're at today. I mean, a couple of years ago, I'm from Pittsburgh. I never even heard of Neighborhood Academy. Look where they're at right now. Should be a great game, Chris.
And the last score was a halftime score on that game, and obviously that was like 42 minutes ago. At that point in time, Sankofa Freedom led Lancaster Country Day 31-23, but again, that was like 45 minutes ago.
Game, right.
So hard to give a real good read on where that game is right now. So we'll take a moment here, Al, and when we get back, we will have a little bit more going on here. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jim Coast Sales and Service.
Performance, power, and drive. Whether it's on the court or on the road, success is always in motion. And Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's believes you deserve the best win in motion. That's why we offer an unbeatable selection at the Panda price and a lifetime warranty. It's a slam dunk. Good luck to all athletes. We believe in you and are proud to be a part of your journey.
Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's.
Our world revolves
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside. That now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Performance, power, and drive. Whether it's on the court or on the road, success is always in motion. And Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's believes you deserve the best win in motion. That's why we offer an unbeatable selection at the Panda price and a lifetime warranty. It's a slam dunk. Good luck to all athletes. We believe in you and are proud to be a part of your journey.
Wag more, spend less at Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's.
Our world revolves around you.
Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job, Western PA and Western New York, trust Jimco Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimcoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today.
We're back here on Jimco Sales and Service, high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. Inside the Acrisure pregame show, Acrisure in DuBois, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. This is the Home and Specialty Roofing broadcast booth. Call today for a free estimate, 814-676-8024. Drive to today's game was brought to you by the Warren Tire Center, warrentirecenter.com. Game stream brought to you by Oil Country Crates, your products are protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Time to take a look at our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg players to watch. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. You come for the food, you stay for the view. AlleghenyGrill.com. And Al, we've talked about these players. Let's talk a little bit about them a little bit more in depth. For Neighborhood Academy, it starts with Courtney Wallace at 21.3 points a game. He's about 6'3", athletic, heading to Yale next year on a basketball scholarship.
And he's a kid, he could maybe even play at a higher level. But obviously, if he's going to Yale, he's a heck of an academic kid. And for his future, that's probably a great move. And Yale's a very good program. Heck, they're in the tournament this year. You know, they lost today, but they have made a great run. So that's a good choice for Wallace. But let me tell you about Otto-Eldred, Chris. Great story about their kid. We went over to some of their scores, over the Neighborhood Academy scores. But with Francis, you have Francis averaging 20.7, followed by Shane Thomas at 15.3. Very athletic wing.
Sheen Thomas, Al. Sheen
Thomas. Manning Splain at 14.8 points per game. And then on the cusp is Davey Shenfield at 9.6. But let me tell you something about the character of this team, Chris. Francis could have easily been Player of the Year again, but he asked his dad to leave him off not to nominate him for the All-Conference team because he wanted, just despite being the two-time Player of the Year, because he wanted his teammates to have a shot at it. And he had Splain and Thomas making All-Conference who wore Francis and Scheinfeld's jerseys. That tells you, and the team photo for the All-Conference team, that tells you a lot about the character of these kids and what the closeness of this team.
It really does. And when you think about it, I mean, it's a dumb, let's be honest, it's a dumb rule where you can only nominate 3 guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But with only 3 guys being able to be nominated, for a kid in high school to say, hey, Dad, don't worry about me.
That says a lot about that kid.
And then in the team picture, when they took the picture for the all-conference team, the 2 players that did make it from Otto, Thomas, and Splain, they wore their teammates'
That's what I
jerseys.
just said. They wore their jerseys.
Yeah, they wore their jerseys. So, folks, we're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be time for basketball here at the Haggerty Event Center in Erie. You're watching, or listening, to Jimco Sales and Service High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Semifinal game between the Terrors of Otto-Eldred High School and the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says TERRORS. Terror. 814-598-9494. Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job, Western PA and Western New York, trust Jimco Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimcoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today. Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford. Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snow, from top-notch tools to expert advice, Closest Lumber has your do-it-yourself and home improvement needs covered. Our services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust us as your local experts in one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit our online showroom at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
We're back here getting ready for the first quarter. We've got starting lineups being introduced right now. First for Otto-Eldred, they will go with Manning Splain, Davey Shenfield, Landon Francis, Hunter App, and Sheen Thomas. Now we're getting ready for Neighborhood Academy as Otto-Eldred under the direction of head coach Derek Francis, Neighborhood under the direction of Jordan Marks. Courtney Wallace. Shamar Simpson. Sincere Nicholson. Derek Hardman.
And the guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 11,
Kedron Gilmore. So, again, for Otto-Eldred, it's Splain, Shenfield, App, Thomas,
and Francis.
And for Neighborhood Academy, it's Wallace, Simpson, Nicholson, Hardiman, and Gilmore.
Your officials for this evening's contest are Carlo Fischetti, Mark Majeski.
As we get ready for the Potter County Family Campground first quarter, let's take a look at our Warren County Visitors Bureau's keys to the game, Al.
Well, Chris, like I said, this is a game that's going to be, I think, down to the wire. Two teams playing very similar tempos. Key to the game, I think, is getting off to a good start. You know, put the other team back on its heels, be relentless. We'll have a good idea of the flow of this game after the first quarter. And again, I'm really looking forward to this.
So it'll be Hardenman, the 6'4" center for Neighborhood Academy, to jump. I assume it's going to be Sheen Thomas going for Otto-Eldred.
And another big key, Chris, is the two big guns. I mean, you want to keep Wallace off the boards as athletic and guard as he is. He's a relentless rebounder. And then you also don't want to have, if you're Neighborhood Academy, you don't want to have Francis getting off early.
So Thomas against Hardeman as we get ready to throw it up here. And we are underway. It is won by Neighborhood Academy. They'll set up the offense with Nicholson. Nicholson will dribble to the center of the court. Sends it over to the right side to Gilmore. Now over to the wing to Simpson. Back out front to Nicholson. Nicholson drives, cut off by App.
Showing a lot of patience so far, Chris.
Gilmore, three-pointer in the air. It's good. So Gilmore quickly gives Neighborhood Academy a 3-0 lead. They'll go into a full-court press. Francis gets
a 2-on-2 action here, Chris.
And it's taken away by Wallace, and then Splain kept it.
No.
Still on the ground. Francis has it, and now we're going to get a tie-up. And on the beats-up possession arrow, it is Otto-Eldred basketball. But the Terrors having some trouble against that press early on here.
That's something we have to look at, Chris, if they can handle this athleticism and the press and what they can do offensively. We'll see what happens here.
So Francis gets it over to Splain, back out to Francis. He'll get it across the timeline. Nope.
He walked, yeah.
He walked, yep.
Good call.
Thought for a second they were going to let him get away with that travel. Yeah. They did not. Turnover, Otto-Eldred.
Well, defensive pressure there caused him to pause and take an extra step. So credit, that wasn't so much Francis' fault. That was a good job by Neighborhood Academy.
So 7:09 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Neighborhood Academy in the lead.
Little curl action.
Nicholson, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes out to Shenfield. Shenfield quickly to Francis. He wants to run, loses his dribble, and then it's taken away by Gilmore. Just getting a little ahead of himself there was Landon Francis.
So 2 turnovers and 2 consecutive possessions by Landon Francis. Maybe a little bit of pregame jitters. We'll see when he calms down a little bit. Wallace blows by him for a layup and misses it.
Rebound by Thomas.
He beat him easy on the drive and then just eased up. Should have used the glass there, Chris. Try to get cute with it and miss the layup.
Here's Francis. Francis in the paint. Little floater. Won't go. Rebounded by Wallace.
And that's what Wallace does very well for a guard, Chris. He's a great rebounder. Physical kid. The kid's got a Division I body already. You can see that. But he's their best rebounder along with being their best ball handler. And the two blighters are guarding each other. Francis guarding Wallace.
Here's Gilmore. Gilmore drives, gets around everybody. Can't get the layup to go. Offensive board, put back, and a harm by Hardenman. And it'll be a chance for an old school 3-point play by Hardenman.
Fouls on.
It's on Sheen Thomas. It'll be his first Team Bruno foul and the team's first foul. So 5-0 with a chance to make it 6. Here is Derek Hardenman. Hardeman's shot is up, and it is no good. Thomas the rebound for Otto-Eldred. So it remains 5-0 here in favor of Neighborhood Academy. Here's Shenfield. Shenfield will hand it off to Splain. Splain will look over to his coach. Doesn't get a whole lot of direction. Hands it off to Landon Francis.
Francis covered by Wallace.
Francis gives it to Shenfield. Shenfield now to Splain. Splain will pick up the dribble, has to find somebody, does find Hunter App, now to Sheen Thomas. Thomas drives, Thomas floater in the lane, no good, rebounded by Hardenman. So Otto's gotten a couple good looks out, they just can't get it to go down right now.
Yeah, Neighborhood Academy showing a lot of patience on offense, not only pushing the action, trying to set up their offense, a little pick and roll action with Wallace and Hardeman.
Wallace stops, Wallace inside.
Nice pass.
Layup no good there by Simpson, rebounded by Francis. Landon Francis started to go quick, then slowed it down, gives it to Thomas, back out to Francis. Francis will look and set up as Wallace picks him up near midcourt. He'll give it off to Splain. Splain looking around. Splain will drive. Splain, there's some contact. They're going to say the foul is on the floor, so it'll be the first foul on Neighborhood Academy at the 4:54 mark of quarter number 1. 5-0 Neighborhood Academy in the lead.
Fouls on Gilmore, his first.
His first Team Bruno foul, first one on that team. Now Splain finds an opening, can't get the layup to go. There's a late foul call, though, here on Neighborhood Academy.
That was a good call. That was a good call. The whistle was a little late, but it was a good call. He made the right call.
That's going to be on Hardiman. That'll be his first. And Splain will go to the line to try to break the ice for Otto-Eldred. So Manning Splain at the free throw line with his team trailing 5-0 at the 4:51 mark of quarter number 1. Splain shot is up, Splain shot is good, and Otto-Eldred on the board at 5-1.
Finally broke the ice, see if they can get him going with these foul shots.
Second shot coming up here for Manning Splain. That shot is up, that shot is also good, and Splain has the Terrors back within 3 at 5-2 here early on in the Potter County Family Campground first quarter. So now bringing it across the timeline is Gilmore. Gilmore looks, gives it off to Simpson. Simpson thought about the three, didn't take it.
Good contest on the jump shot, could have been a walk.
And now ball knocked out of bounds by Otto-Eldred. It'll remain Neighborhood Academy ball at the 4:33 mark of quarter number 1, 5-2 in favor of the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs. Triggering here is Nicholson. He'll get it into the hands of Gilmore. Gilmore picked up by Francis. The upside, that's Wallace.
Wallace the ball.
Wallace drives, Wallace layup, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up.
Courtney Wallace gets off the schneid now, and we have a 7-2 ball game halfway through the first quarter.
Full court press again, they get it across the timeline, Otto does. Shenfield with it, gives it off to Francis. Francis over to Splain. Splain on the right wing, has it knocked loose for a second, gets it back, and then gets it to Francis. Francis looking things over. Francis will dribble. Francis on the right wing finds Thomas at the foul line. Thomas foul line jumper, no good. Rebound by Gilmore.
This is going to be a key thing for Otto-Eldred to get the offensive glass, Chris. They can't be one and done. They're going to be in trouble if that's the case.
Wallace driving. Wallace dishes.
Nice kick.
Three-pointer by Simpson. It's good. Second triple of the game for Neighborhood Academy. They lead 10-2. Francis across the timeline. Francis will look things over. Francis over, gives it to back to Francis. Francis gives it to Splain. Splain wants a three. No good, just a little short. Rebounded over there by
They're getting nothing on the offensive glass, Chris. This is going to be a key part of the game.
Was Nicholson with the rebound.
Got to get second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Wallace. Wallace, foul line jumper, good. I know Derek Francis is thinking there's immediate timeout coming up, but now it feels like he wants to he should be using a timeout right about now. This game could get out of hand in a hurry if he isn't careful. And there's the timeout. Yeah. He's going to take the full timeout. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network. Powered by Jimco Sales and Service.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
It's your favorite summertime community event, and this year will be the biggest year yet. Otto-Eldred Hometown Days will be July 18th and 19th.
Is that Bob Shreve
We're
down
excited
there?
to announce that the Sky Wonder drones will be returning to light up the center night sky. You won't want to miss this one-of-a-kind show. It's worth the trip. All your favorite events will be there too. The car show, food and craft vendors, live music, magic shows, kids entertainment, and more will make this the ultimate family fun weekend of the summer. Mark your calendars for the 2025 Otto-Eldred Hometown Days on July 18th and 19th.
Coming out of the timeout by Otto-Eldred, they trail 12-2 at the 2:52 mark. It'll be Splain with the basketball. He'll give it off to Shenfield. Fast start here by Neighborhood Academy, not so much for Otto-Eldred as they trail 12-2 here late. And now there's going to get a foul here on Nicholson. It'll be his first, team's third on Neighborhood Academy.
And with almost 2.5 minutes to go, they've still yet to hit a basket. And two foul shots by Splain, the only buckets.
One of the keys in this game was going to be Otto-Eldred shooting the ball well, and so far they're not doing that.
No.
Here's Francis. Francis driving, Picks it up, gives it off to Shenfield. Now over to Splain.
Well, it's been one and done every time, Chris.
Oh, one easy way to rectify that is to hit the shot.
Yeah, there's no question.
Here's Splain. Splain gets it off to Shenfield. Shenfield in the lane. Shenfield gives it off to Thomas. Thomas gives it off to Francis.
They're doing a good job of forcing him out to the perimeter, getting nothing inside. Good defense by the Neighborhood Academy team.
Here's Splain. Splain jumper, no good. Rebounded over there by Hardiman.
Great defensive effort by Neighborhood Academy.
0 for 5 now from the floor is Otto-Eldred. And now there's going to be a foul here. I think they're going to get Thomas. If they do, that's going to be his second. They do get Sheen Thomas, and that's Thomas's second.
Yep.
At a 1:59 mark of quarter number 1. That's a problem for Otto-Eldred. So Thomas now with 2 fouls. No real choice but to leave him out there. Here's Wallace. Wallace driving. Wallace over Thomas. No good. Rebounded by Francis. Otto's got to look to run in those situations
No,
now.
absolutely, Chris. They got to play their game. They got to get some odd man, especially when you're down now. You got to get some odd man
and
breaks.
Shenfield with the basket for Otto on the other end. A little runner.
Finally broke the streak. First bucket of the game for Otto-Eldred.
They trail 12-4 here. Minute and a half to play. Quarter number 1. Gilmore across the timeline for Neighborhood. He finds Nicholson. Nicholson at the foul line. Gets it inside. Layup good by Hardiman.
And Hardiman's been a force, Chris. He's got 4 points. He's got at least 4 rebounds so far in the first quarter.
He's got 2 rebounds and 4 points.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought he had more rebounds.
14-4 in favor of Neighborhood Academy.
Almost.
And now it's going to be a turnover as it goes off of Splain. It was knocked off of him with a great defensive play by Gilmore.
Got Junior Onwabuka coming in now for Hardiman, so they'll be a little smaller now. A little bit of smaller lineup for Neighborhood Academy with Hardiman out of the game at 6'6".
Onwabiko still looks like he's about 6'2 or 6'3.
Yeah, he's a good-sized kid, yeah.
Wallace crosses it over to Gilmore, back to Wallace. Wallace inside, nice pass. Layup attempt is good by Shamir Simpson. All Neighborhood Academy right now. They lead 16-4.
And Simpson with 5 points. A 3 and this bucket right there, too.
Splain gets it to Shenfield. Shenfield stops. Shenfield looks, finds Francis. Francis picked up by Wallace. Directing traffic. Landon Francis. Nice pass to Splain. Layup good. 16-6. 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. So now with 10 seconds, you would figure that Wallace is going to hold for the last shot. We're down to 8. Now it's at 6. Wallace looking at 5.
He's taking this.
Wallace at 3. Wallace at 2. Wallace three-pointer in the air. It's a little short, and the first quarter comes to an end with Neighborhood Academy leading Otto-Eldred 16-6. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jimco Sales and Service in Duke Center.
Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job, Western PA and Western New York, trust Jimco Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimcoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today. Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says, TERRORS, TERRORS, 814-598-9494.
Back here at the Haggerty Event Center as we head into the second quarter, powered by the Rixford Well and Grill. Rixford Well and Grill, Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford. 16-6 in favor of the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs here as we get the start of this second quarter.
You can see Otto-Eldred getting maybe a little momentum back at the end of the quarter. They got to take advantage of it now and get back in this game. But still a lot of time to go, Chris. 10-point game is nothing.
Wallace on the baseline to Gilmore, and he stepped out of bounds. First turnover by Neighborhood Academy. Let's talk about this crowd right now. This place is about 3/4 of the way full, and I'd say that it's almost entirely Otto-Eldred fans. There's a small section of Neighborhood Academy fans, but
I'd say about at least 80-85% Otto-Eldred fans here, which is to be expected, Chris. Small community, 2 hours away. You know, the whole town's probably here, half the town. Where, you know, you got a small private school from Pittsburgh. I don't know how many people. I'm sure there's family members here, but it's just a different dynamic in terms of their fan, the fan support, which I expected for today. I figured there'd be mostly Otto-Eldred people here.
Here's Francis with the basketball.
The town of Duke Center, PA, is cleared out, Chris.
And they're going to get a walk here on Francis before he passed it.
That's 3 turnovers for Francis so far in this game. I think he's a little bit tight right now.
His dad's kind of giving him some instruction. Derek Francis, one of the more animated coaches in District 9. Coach Al would appreciate that.
Oh, definitely. I was about to say that.
Here's Wallace. Strong take. Can't get it to go.
Wallace is beaten, so he's not finishing well. He's had a couple strong takes that hasn't been able to finish. That's a bucket he should have right there.
Here's Francis. Francis working on Wallace. Turns around. Little tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Wallace.
Nice pass by Wallace. Nice pass.
Ahead to Simpson, but he has to pull it back out now. Finds Wubiko. Rebound.
Got his own rebound. Missed the shot. Missed the... You know, Neighborhood Academy's up 16-6, but they could be about 26-6. They missed at least 4 or 5 layups.
And then throwing it away is Wallace.
Well, no, actually, it was a good pass. It went right through his hands.
It was a little high.
Yeah, but it was.
It'll be a good pass next year at Yale.
Yeah.
This year, he's throwing it to a kid that's about 5'11" instead of 6'2".
Yeah.
So now here comes Otto-Eldred against the full court press. They get it to Shenfield. Shenfield stops, gets it over to Francis. Francis back to Shenfield. Guarded out there by Dante right into the game for Neighborhood Academy. Here's Shenfield. Shenfield over to Francis. Francis to Splain, back to Francis. Francis back to Splain. Splain, three-pointer in the air. Oh, it is a Mark Southers three-pointer. Mark Southers at Love Toyota goes. Terrors, go Terrors.
And Chris, Manning saved the deep three. No mansplaining necessary here for Manning. He didn't have to explain anything. He hit the three, deep three, and they're right back in the ball game, Chris.
You were waiting for that one right away. And now a shot by Wallace. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, I was waiting for that line, Chris. I was waiting all day for that.
That is on Manning Splain. It'll be his first team foul.
We'll have to explain about that one. We'll have to explain about that one.
Okay, Al. Enough of that. Wallace at the line. Yes, folks, I hired him, but I don't take responsibility for him as Wallace misses the first free throw. He has a second shot coming up here. Looks like the great official L.J. Frasina down there doing the official advising today.
Well, the one official, Carlo Fischetti, did a lot of our PSAC games.
Second one is up.
I know him very well.
Good, and it's 17-9.
Carlo's a good official. Does a lot of PSAC games.
Here's Francis across the timeline. His team trail 17-9, 5.5 to go here. Second quarter brought to you by the Rixford Well Bar and Grill. Hunter App with it. App looks. App drives the baseline. Got himself a little trap. Finds Splain. Splain works. Splain. Nice little up and under move. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, but then it's taken away by Wallace.
Good effort by Splain. Just a little bit off balance on that offensive rebound.
Wallace dribbles. Wallace got himself trapped in the. Gets it over now to Onwubiko. Onwubiko with his own offensive board. Can't get it to go.
Just
rebounded it
on the boards.
again though. Three-pointer no good. Francis the rebound.
Neighborhood Academies had their opportunities.
Both teams really have, Al. Neither team shooting well here today right now.
The key thing is Wallace keeping Francis off the scoreboard. Their best player, almost 21 points a game, has yet to crack the scorebook.
Here's App. App over to Francis. Francis, long three. Rolls in, rolls out. Rebounded by Onwubiko.
Onwubiko. Oh, let me say it one, Chris. I got it.
I'm good when I look at it slowly, but in the course of the
Onward Biko.
With it is Simpson. Now Simpson gets
I would slow it down. Just get a good shot. It's important to get a good possession here.
Nicholson.
That was nice.
Nice layup there by Sincere Nicholson.
He read the pick and roll, went off that and drove. Now we got a timeout. Media timeout, Chris?
I think Otto-Eldred calls a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on Jimco Sales and Service High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford.
So back here at the Haggerty Event Center, 3:56 to play in quarter number 2, brought to you by the Rixford Well and Bar. It is Neighborhood Academy 19, Otto-Eldred 9.
And the story of the game right now, Chris, is 19-9. You got your best player, Landon Francis. Coach Derek Francis' son has yet to crack the scorebook, and that's huge. Obviously, we're halfway through the second quarter, and Walsh done an excellent job. Courtney Walsh done an excellent job defensively on his rival star player, Landon Francis.
Wallace, if I'm not mistaken, only has 2 or 3 points, too.
Four. No, 5, sorry. He's 5, yes.
5. Okay, thank you, Al. Here's Splain with it. Splain picks up the dribble, gets it back out to Francis. Francis drives. Francis in the lane. High off the glass, won't go. And they're going to get a foul, I think, on Neighborhood Academy.
I think it's on Hardiman. It might be. No,
Sheen Thomas came up with the rebound for
Otto-Eldred. That's on Hardiman.
It is on Hardiman. That'll be his second.
That's his second and the team's first.
First team foul of the second quarter here on Neighborhood Academy. Here's Shenfield gives it back to Francis. Francis working on Wallace. Will find Splain. Splain will get it over to App. Now back to Splain. Splain three-pointer on the way. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Wallace. Wallace tries a pass, and Hunter App comes through and intercepts it.
App read that. That was a risky cross-court pass, and you could see it coming. Telegraphed it, and App did a great job tracking it.
Francis, three-pointer on the way. It's good. It's a Mark Southers and Love Toyota three-pointer. Mark says T-E-R-R-O-R-S.
And maybe they'll get him going, Chris. Maybe they'll get him going. Big shot for Francis. First bucket of the game.
Timeout called by Otto-Eldred. That'll be their third timeout.
Yeah.
That's an interesting timeout there.
Yeah.
Not really sure I understand that one, Al.
I don't know why they would start. Yeah, they just hit a three. They got the momentum right now. Francis hit his first shot. I don't know why I'd waste the timeout right there.
Well, the scoreboard's okay, so one of those timeouts was actually called by Neighborhood Academy. Okay.
Oh, really?
According to the board, Neighborhood has 4 and Otto has 3 left. So, okay.
Okay.
So maybe that last timeout was a Neighborhood Academy timeout.
Got it.
So 2:56 to play here in quarter number 2. It's 19-12. Otto-Eldred hanging around after a slow start.
The only reason I can figure that Otto-Eldred took a timeout that way is to set themselves up defensively what they wanted to do.
So bring it across the timeline. Here is Gilmore. Gilmore over, gets it back now.
And they're in a 1-3-1.
Wallace.
They took that time to set up their defense.
Over to Nicholson. Nicholson buries the three. So Nicholson answers the three by Francis with one of his own. It's a 10-point lead, 22-12, Neighborhood Academy. Here's Francis. Francis over to Thomas. Thomas looking around. Thomas pulls it back. Thomas will hand it off to Splain, now to Francis. Francis working on Wallace, now gets it to Splain. Splain picked up by Wallace, or picked up over there by Nicholson, now gets it over to Francis. Francis drives baseline. Francis skips it over to Splain, now it's App. App will go to Shenfield. Shenfield driving. Shenfield over to Francis.
Cutting up
three-pointer. It's good. It's another Mark Southers at Love Toyota three-pointer for Manning. Splain. Mark says T-E-R-R-O-R-S. Terrors.
And Splain's starting to heat up a little bit, Chris. Last 2 shots, he hit threes after going goose egg for the first quarter and a half. He's back in it, and by account, now Otto-Eldred's back in it. 7-point game, minute and a half left in the first half.
Wallace is going to get called for the offensive foul.
Bad call. That was a bad call, late call.
I'm with you, Al. I thought Francis kind of took the dive, but you know what? Give the kid credit for taking it. You know, you never know what might happen.
Absolutely.
It's first on Wallace, so he's not in any real foul trouble here. So nice stop, though, there. Give Landon Francis the credit there. He was able to draw that foul. You know, you never know until you try, right?
No, absolutely. He played it right.
Here's Splain. Splain with it. Splain will give it off to Thomas. Thomas driving. Thomas through everybody. Lays it up and in. It's 22-17. Bears back within 5.
And that's Thomas's 15-point score, first bucket of the game.
The Otto-Eldred fan sections rising to their feet on the far side. And now Splain almost with the steal. Ball's on the ground. Up. Has it. And it is out of bounds. It'll be Neighborhood Academy basketball.
Crowd's back into it after a slow start. Kind of a lull. Now you got the Otto-Eldred fans excited.
Did you see Derek Francis over there like a football coach telling the crowd, get up? Crowd not happy with that out-of-bounds call. I couldn't see it.
No, from our vantage point, we really can't going to have a good look at that sideline.
There's Gilmore. Gilmore hands it off to Wallace. Wallace guarded by Francis. Wallace driving. Wallace, little shoulder to separation. No good. Thomas the rebound. Otto-Eldred with a chance here to get within 3 or 4 at the break.
Trying to get to the one-possession game here. Either way.
They trailed by as many as 10. Here's Francis with 14. Down to 12. Francis with it at 11. Francis working on Wallace, and then Wallace with the reach on.
Bad foul by Wallace.
That is his second. You know, it's not bad if you have 0, but when you have 1 already, that is a bad decision.
And with 8.6 seconds left in the half, you just wasted a foul right there. That was an unnecessary foul by Courtney Wallace. I mean, he's not in foul trouble. It's the second, but that was just a bad decision by Courtney Wallace.
Here's Shenfield with 7. Shenfield, 6 seconds. Francis with 4. Splain, 3-pointer in the air. No good. Rebound comes out to Thomas at the horn. No good, in and out. We go to the half. It's Neighborhood Academy 22. Otto-Eldred 17. You're listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jimco Sales and Service. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jimco Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job, Western PA and Western New York, trust Jimco Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimcoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today. From top-notch tools to expert advice, Closest Lumber has your do-it-yourself and home improvement needs covered. Our services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust us as your local experts and one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit our online showroom at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Back on the air.
30 seconds.
It's your favorite summertime community event.
30
this
seconds.
year will be the biggest year yet. Otto-Eldred Home Down Days will be July 18th and 19th. We're excited to announce that the Sky Wonder drones will be returning to light up the Duke Center night sky. You won't want to miss this one-of-a-kind show. It's worth the trip. All your favorite events will be there too. The car show, food and craft vendors, live music, magic shows, kids entertainment, and more will make this the ultimate family fun weekend of the summer. Mark your calendars for the 2025 Otto-Eldred Hometown Days on July 18th and 19th.
Back here at halftime with Neighborhood Academy leading 22-17. Time for a Hunter Station Golf Club halftime show. Hunter Station Golf Club for some of the most scenic golfing in the area. Go to Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta, hunterstation.com. Time to take a look at our Spitzer Auto World and St. Mary's statistics, SpitzerSt.Marys.com. We'll send it over to Coach Al for those stats.
Well, it was a tale of two quarters, Chris. After a 16-6 quarter for a lead for Neighborhood Academy after the first quarter, it was almost reversed, 11-6, right back into 22-17. The scores first for Neighborhood Academy. Courtney Walsh with 5 points, 2 buckets, and a free throw. Shamar Simpson with 5. Sincere Nicholson with 5. Derek Hardman with 4. Kedron Gilmore with 3. So very balanced scoring for their total of 22 for Neighborhood Academy. For Otto-Eldred, Manning Splain led the team with 7. Landon Francis 6 after getting off the side with 2 late threes. Very big to get him back in the game. Davey Scheinfeld with 2. And Shane Thomas with a bucket. Shenfield with 2. And Shane Thomas with 2. Shane Thomas with 2 for a total of 17 for Otto-Eldred. Halftime score, Neighborhood Academy 22, Otto-Eldred 17. Foul trouble, Sheen Thomas has 2 for Otto-Eldred, and Derek Hardiman has 2 for Neighborhood Academy.
Those are your Spitzer Auto World halftime statistics. We'll be right back after these messages here on Jim Coast Sales and Service High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Located at 1 South Main Street in Eldred, Taylor & Armstrong Contracting has great people who will do a fantastic job paving and sealing driveways. We do paving and sealing of driveways as well as parking lots, and we also deliver gravel. Give us a call today at 814-225-3328.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd Buses Incorporated and Todd Motor Sales. Todd Buses has been transporting Otto-Eldred students since 1952, and Todd's Motor Sales has been serving the community since 1926. At Todd's Motor Sales, we do Pennsylvania inspections and automotive services, including oil changes, tires, and brakes. Call today to make an appointment at 814-225-4738. Located at 166 Main Street in Eldred.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Hey.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of auditions. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
Back here at the half, 22-17 in favor of the Neighborhood Academy over Otto-Eldred. This PIAA 1A semifinal game, and it's time now for our Rehab Center adjustments. At the Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, they'll always make the right adjustment for you. RehabCenters.com, that's the old English spelling with the R-E-S at the end. And Al, what are your adjustments if you're Otto-Eldred?
Well, if I'm Otto-Eldred, listen, you've gained the momentum back after a lousy first quarter. I would continue to push the pace. Get Thomas back off the schneid. More of attacking the basket. I think they need a chance. Instead of settling for threes, attack the basket, get to the foul line, get Hardiman in foul trouble, get Wallace in foul trouble. They each have 2. That'll be key for the game. For Neighborhood Academy, got to control the glass like they did in the first quarter. Can't give them second shots. Do a better job defending Thomas's second half and get off to a good start like they did in the last half, and you'll have some cushion going into the fourth quarter. But I see this game as going down to the end, Chris. I think it's 2 very evenly matched teams. After a slow start, Otto-Eldred's got back off the schneid and is playing well, and I think we're going to see a game that's going to go down to maybe even the last possession. We will see.
The winner of this game will play Sankofa Freedom Academy. Sanofka.
Yeah.
Freedom Academy, a 63-41 winner over Lancaster Country Day in the other semifinal. That game will be on Thursday at 2 o'clock p.m. at the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So we'll step aside one more time here before we go to quarter number 3. You're watching or listening, to high school baseball on the basketball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jim Coast Sales and Service.
Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jim Coast Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any job, Western PA and Western New York, trust Jim Coast Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power. Sales, service, and expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimCoastSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jim Coast Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today. Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says, TERRORS, TERRORS, 814-598-9494. Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Richford Well Bar and Grill in Richford, PA. The Richford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Richford. From top-notch tools to expert advice, Closest Lumber has your do-it-yourself and home improvement needs covered. Our services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust us as your local experts in one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit our online showroom at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
We go to the third quarter here as Neighborhood Academy leading Otto-Eldred 22-17 here on Jim Coast Sales and Service High School Basketball. It'll be Otto-Eldred basketball on the Pizza possession arrow to start quarter number 3. Quarter number 3 brought to you by Closest Lumber. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit them online at closestlumber.com. That's closestlumber.com. So it looks like for Neighborhood, they're going to have Wallace, Simpson, Nicholson, Hardiman, and Gilmore. Otto-Eldred will go with Francis, Shenfield, App, Thomas, and Splain. So the starting 5 for both teams. Otto-Eldred get the substitute in this game.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Been an Iron Man 5 so far. Same 5 guys. Hey,
how
rolling through brought him.
Al, how important are the first 3 or 4 minutes of this half?
Oh, critical, I think. Whoever sees the momentum early.
Thomas with the basketball. Thomas drives. Thomas.
Nice move.
Spin. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hardiman. Quickly the other way comes Gilmore. Gilmore gives it off. Now it's into the hands of Nicholson.
No, Neighborhood Academy wants to have the same start half they had the first half.
With the basketball, Gilmore finds in the corner to Nicholson. Nicholson jumper. Good. Nice little floater there by Nicholson. 24-17, Neighborhood Academy in the lead. Splain gives it off to Shenfield. Shenfield will give it back to Splain. Splain finds Francis. Francis attacking. Francis has it knocked away by Wallace. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay Otto-Eldred basketball.
Yeah, Coach Francis wanted to foul in his son, but I think that was a good call. Landon Francis will trigger here, having trouble. Finds Hunter App, though.
Apple give it back to Landon Francis. Landon Francis driving. Landon Francis stops, gives it back to Hunter App, back to Francis.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting around Wallace. He doesn't usually defend it by guys of Wallace's size and strength in his conference, I'm sure.
Hey, they just don't build them like that in District 9 now.
No.
Here's Francis working on
can see
Wallace.
he's having
Gets it out to
issues getting
Thomas.
by.
Thomas thought about the three, doesn't take it. Instead gives it to Splain.
He's having
Splain,
a-
foul line jumper. Good. 24-19.
Manning Splain keeping him in. That's 9 points for Splain. Close to cracking double figures for Mansplain.
Wallace will get across to Gilmore. Gilmore over to Nicholson. Gilmore, little floater off the glass, no good. Wallace, though, offensive board. Put back won't go. Offensive rebound, though, by Gilmore. Three-pointer in the air by Gilmore is good. So Gilmore picked up the offensive board and then drills the triple.
And again, we talked about it, Chris. The key is the glass. They dominated the glass the first quarter. They're doing it again right now with 2 offensive rebounds on that possession alone.
Playing Francis. Francis, three-pointer in the air. It's good. It's a Mark Southers at Love Toyota three-pointer for Landon Francis. Mark Southers says,
9 for Francis.
T-E-R-R-O-R-S. Go Terrors.
9 for Francis. All threes.
27-22. Here's Wallace. Wallace all the way to the glass. No good. Rebounded by Shenfield.
And stolen
by Nicholson.
Great. Hey, Nicholson anticipated, jumped the passing lane, and got an easy bucket.
Timeout called, I do believe, by Otto-Eldred here.
And that's 9 points for Nicholson. Hey, he read that play. He laid there like a cat and mouse type situation.
All right, we'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Back here, Neighborhood Academy took that timeout, so both teams have 3 of them left. Neighborhood leads Otto-Eldred 29-22, 5:34 mark of quarter number 3. Up 5 at the half, still up 5. So no advantage here in the first 2.5 minutes of quarter number 3. Francis looking to set things up. Francis turns. Francis looks inside to Thomas. Thomas layup too little strong. Rebounded by Simpson.
And it looks like Otto-Eldred wants to go the Iron Man 5. Play his 5 guys at Brom here. I don't blame him. State semifinals. Go with who brung you.
Wallace flips it out. Now it's Nicholson. Nicholson wide open 3. No good. Rebounded though by...
Dominating on the glass, Chris.
That is Gilmore with the putback.
Dominating on the glass. That's the difference.
31-22 as Gilmore found the positioning. Here's Francis. Down 9 are the Terrors. They've been down by as many as 10. Shenfield over to App. App turns. App will find Thomas. Thomas to Francis. And Francis
he fouled him. He fouled
will
him.
get fouled there by Nicholson.
Good call. 2 fouls for Nicholson.
4:26 to play here in quarter number 3. 31-22. Neighborhood Academy in the lead. Otto-Eldred basketball. Francis with it. Francis inside to Splain. Splain tried to pass it to Thomas. It was picked off in there by, I do believe that was Hardiman.
Hardiman, yeah.
Here's Wallace.
Nice
Wallace
pass.
over to Nicholson, and it is knocked away by Otto-Eldred. Here comes Francis. Francis quickly the other way. Francis to App. App back to Francis, now to Shenfield. Shenfield gives it back off to Francis. Francis to Splain. Splain, three-pointer in the air. It's good. Manning Splain with a Mark Southers. Love Toyota three-pointer. Mark Southers says T-R-R-O-R-S. Go Terrors.
And Splain's kept him in the game single-handedly. 12 points for Manning Splain. He has literally almost half of the Terrors' points.
31-25. Neighborhood Academy, 3:39 to go, third quarter.
Wallace has been quiet. He only has 5 points, has yet to score this half.
Hardiman gives it off to Nicholson. Nicholson looking, gives it over now to Gilmore. Gilmore looks to set things up. Gilmore gives it off into the hands of Nicholson. Nicholson, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound comes out to Splain. Splain falls to the ground and loses the basketball. Three-pointer by Wallace, it's good. So I'm not sure how. I did not see what happened.
No, just a collision. He lost the ball. He just lost the ball. No collision. They bumped.
Well, there was a collision and he lost the ball. How's that not a foul?
No, but it was an inverted collision. It wasn't a foul. They just bumped. It was an inverted collision. It definitely was not a foul.
Okay.
It was a good no call. Trust me. And then Wallace needed that. He got off the shot. He hadn't done anything since the first quarter.
34-25 in favor of Neighborhood Academy.
With their best player only having 7 points, or 8 points.
Thomas, three-pointer on the way, a little short. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to remain Otto-Eldred basketball.
Good call.
2:47 to play, third quarter, 9-point lead by Neighborhood Academy, 34-25. Apple trigger for Otto-Eldred. Every time they get close, Neighborhood hits a big shot. Here's Francis. Francis over to Thomas. Thomas drives. Thomas, shot blocked by Hardiman. Here comes Wallace. He wants to run. Wallace gives it off to Simpson. His shot no good. Rebound offensively by Nicholson.
He got fouled on that offensive read. That should have been a call. Freschetti swallowed the whistle there.
Here's a layup by Francis. No good. Rebounded by Wallace. And now we're going to get a foul down here as Francis and one of the players, that is Hardiman, they're going to call a double foul, I do believe.
Yeah, I don't think anyone, they just got collided and tangled up, that's all. They just got tangled up.
So let's see exactly what the call is.
You said it should be a double foul.
I think that's what they called, but I'm just waiting to see them work it all out here.
No technical. People are calling for a T. They're crazy. For what?
So Hardiman, that'll be his third, and that'll be, I think, Francis's second. Oh, they're saying that's his first.
It is his first.
Okay.
That was a good decision by the referee. That was a good call.
So the two players came together on the rebound opportunity and
just tangled.
Yeah, they tangled together and they just basically goes to point of interruption here. So it'll be Neighborhood Academy basketball up 9, 34-25, 2:15 to go, third quarter. Here's Courtney Wallace. Wallace drives. Wallace is going to get called for the travel.
In the NBA, that would not have been a travel. In high school, they're going to call that.
Well, actually, I saw a video. Do you know that the NBA travel starts at a different place than it does in college?
Well, they also let a lot of stuff go.
I know they do, but do you know that it actually starts differly?
No, I did not know that.
It starts differently in the NBA than it does in high school and college. That like the first half a step you take in the NBA, it's not considered a step. It's not until you've actually collected the ball completely that they consider it a step.
They'll gather, take a shuffle stuff with 2 feet back to a three.
Three-pointer by Francis, no good. Rebounded by Wallace.
How many rebounds does Wallace have, Chris?
Wallace driving. Wallace just inside the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by
He needs to hit that shot. He's got to have close to double figures, I'm thinking.
Wallace has 6 boards.
6? Okay. Thought he had more.
This is why coaches are never an accurate gauge of stats, folks.
It seemed like he's gotten every board, but Hartman's got a lot too. So, just thought he had more than that. I thought he had like 7 or 8.
Shenfield off to Francis. Francis to Splain. Splain driving. Splain kicks it to App. Inside to Thomas. Thomas will go back out to App. Now over to Shenfield.
They've done a good job of forcing him out of the perimeter. Neighborhood Academy's played very good defense for most of this game. Just forcing him out. Cutting off the driving lanes, haven't been able to penetrate on them. Defenders are too quick, move their feet too well. And they're not getting their usual lanes they do. You can see they're just fighting to try to get any position. They can't get any drives.
Splain, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by App, the smallest kid on the court.
Yeah, big rebound by App. Right place at the right time.
Shenfield over to App. App gives it off to Splain. 45 to play here in quarter number 3. 34-25
This
Neighborhood.
is a big possession, Chris. This is a really big possession.
Shenfield.
Could be a double-figure game if they don't score here.
Here's Francis. Francis to Splain. Splain drives. Splain lays it up. No good. Rebound by Thomas. Put back. Good. He's fouled. He's got a chance for an Old School three-point play.
Big play by Thomas. Big play. That's Thomas's only 4th point of the game. That was a huge, huge play because it looked like the Neighborhood Academy player had the rebound. Thomas just reached up, grabbed it, took it away from him, and got the and one.
So into the game is Michael Sheeler for Otto-Eldred.
And the foul was on
number 2.
On Wabika, right?
Yes. So chance for the Old School 3 here. Thomas's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Onwabiko. And now a foul on Otto-Eldred on the rebound.
And their first sub of the game for Otto-Eldred.
Michael Sheeler into the game.
Michael Sheeler's in there.
And he beat on Sheeler right away.
He comes in and he introduces himself to the score, but gets a foul right up 5 seconds into his tenure on the court.
25.1 seconds to go here in the quarter. 34-27, Neighborhood Academy in the lead. Wallace with the basketball at 15 seconds. Wallace at 10, and then Francis with the foul. That'll be his second. Not a bad foul.
I think
there,
that was intentional. Yeah,
because they're only at 3 team fouls. And so that's a really good foul.
A smart foul.
So 11 seconds to go. Here's Wallace at 9. Wallace at 7. Wallace driving. Wallace in at 3.8, lays it up and in. And that'll take us to the 4th quarter with Neighborhood Academy leading by 9, 36-27 here on.
Big bucket by Wallace, 10.5.
Jim Coe, sales service.
Patient, took his time.
We'll go to break here.
It's your favorite summertime community
I'm trying to go
event.
to break.
I didn't.
Otto-Eldred Home Down Days will be July 18th and 19th. We're excited to announce that the Sky Wonder drones will be
awareness. That's all. Just have a little awareness.
I'm just commentating on the play. That's all.
I know, but have an awareness that the quarter's over, so we go to commercial there.
The car show,
it's been a while since I've done this.
Live music, magic shows, kids entertainment, and
nothing changes actually in that regard.
No, I mean it's been a while since I've done this.
I know, but you've always been the same in that regard.
Otto-Eldred Hometown Days on July 18th and 19th.
Located at 1 Main Street, Eldred, Taylor & Armstrong Contracting has great people who will do a fantastic job paving and sealing driveways. We do paving and sealing of driveways as well as parking lots, and we also deliver gravel. Give us a call today at 814-225-3328.
So we're back here as we go to the 4th quarter with Neighborhood Academy leading Otto-Eldred 36-27. It's the Rossbacher Insurance Group. 4th quarter, Rossbacher Insurance Group with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbacher.com. Well, as we go to the 4th quarter, it'll be Neighborhood Academy basketball. Leading by 9. Wallace skips out. 3-pointer on the way by Gilmore. It's
big
good.
Basket. That was huge. That was huge. Good assist by Wallace. Gilmore with the 3. That was huge, Chris.
Biggest lead of the game for Neighborhood at 39-27. Here's Francis. Francis picks it up, gives it off to
These
Al.
next couple minutes could be very key for Otto-Eldred, Chris.
Here's Shenfield.
So let this game get out of hand. 12-point lead with 7.5 to go.
Here's Francis. Francis lays it up and in.
Nice roll with the offhand.
39-29. Neighborhood on top by 10. There's Wallace. Wallace jumper, no good. Rebound by
Onwabiko at the rebound.
3-pointer by Gilmore. It's good.
Huge. Gilmore
has hit 2 big 3-pointers to start this 4th quarter. 42-29, Neighborhood Academy by 13.
2 daggers by Kedron Gilmore.
Here's Thomas. Thomas gives it off to Francis. Francis to Splain.
And the Otto-Eldred crowd is very, very quiet right now. And the sparse Neighborhood Academy crowd is loud.
Here's Francis.
Very quiet.
Francis gives it off to Thomas, now to Splain. Splain gives it back to Francis. Now it's back to Thomas in the right corner. Thomas finds Francis, little floater, no good. Rebounded by Nicholson.
Chris, if this gets to 15, this could be a really big problem for
Gilmore over now to Simpson. Simpson jumper good. 44-29, 15-point lead for Neighborhood Academy.
This is a big possession, Chris. They can't let this get out of hand any more than it has. Great start in the fourth quarter for Neighborhood Academy.
Splain, they're going to call block here, I do believe, and that's going to send him to the line, I would imagine, for 2, as the foul is on Simpson.
That's his first.
Team's first.
These are 2 huge free throws coming up right now for Manning Splain. His team down 15. Rose out. He'll get a second one, though. I think Derek Francis wants a timeout if there's a made free throw here.
Yeah.
Second shot is up. Second shot is good. And yes, Francis wants a timeout. It's 44-30 with 5:52 to go. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jim Coast Sales and Service.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd Buses Incorporated and Todd Motor Sales. Todd Buses has been transporting Otto-Eldred students since 1952, and Todd's Motor Sales has been serving the community since 1926. At Todd's Motor Sales, we do Pennsylvania inspections and automotive services, including oil changes, tires, and brakes. Call today to make an appointment at 814-225-4738. Located at 166 Main Street in Eldred.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here, 44-30 in favor of Neighborhood Academy. 5:45 to play.
And you might see Neighborhood Academy get a little bit more patient now, Chris. Work the offense, get a good shot. They got a 14-point lead.
Nicholson, runner, good.
Nicholson's playing so well. Nicholson's had a great second half, Chris.
46-30. They're 4 for 4 to start this fourth quarter. Neighborhood Academy is.
I definitely need you to see him be more patient on offense with this 16-point lead.
Francis drives. Francis layup, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And there's something on the court that they want wiped up here.
11, Catherine Gilmore with the Bulldogs foul, his second, team's second.
That
Gilmore's
foul
second,
is on Gilmore.
Landon Francis at the line to shoot 2.
Francis will get 2 shots here. Francis's first shot is up and good. 46-31 now. Otto had closed within 5.
And that's number 12 point for Francis. 12 points for Landon Francis now.
Missed the second one. Rebounded by Wallace. Wallace with the 15-point lead in 5 minutes to go.
Nice pass.
Jumper good by Simpson, as they can't miss right now.
I'm really impressed with what they're doing offensively. They're very patient, getting good shots. Wallace doing a great job in a dribble drive and feed. And now a steal and a layup by number 4.
That is Nicholson.
Now this game's getting out of hand.
It's now 50-31. 6 for 6 to start the quarter.
I didn't see this, Chris. I didn't really see this happening.
Splain gives it off to App.
Game got out of hand real quick in the beginning of the
Lots
fourth
of
quarter.
contact, no call, jump ball call. It'll be Otto-Eldred basketball on the Pizza Hut possession arrow.
Possession stays with Otto-Eldred.
Ken, the Terrors looked like they were in decent shape. After the three-pointer by Francis with 5:55 to go in the third quarter, it was 27-22.
Yeah.
They've been outscored now 23 to 9. 23 to 9 run here.
Yeah.
By Neighborhood Academy to get the Bulldogs that much closer to their first state title. Francis, long three, in and out, no good.
And like you said, they haven't missed a shot this fourth quarter.
Here's Wallace.
Wallace, just take the air out of the ball. Be very
Francis with the steal, though.
He tried to get too cute with it.
Francis lays it up and in. Timeout, Otto-Eldred, 4:03 to play. They trail 50-43. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Right out of the timeout, a turnover by Neighborhood Academy.
Yeah, just he picked up his dribble and didn't know what he was going to do with the ball, and it was a turnover by Sincere Nicholson.
So 3:58 to play, 50-33, Neighborhood Academy in the lead.
They need some buckets and buckets fast. This can't be a deliberate situation. You got to score fast.
Francis three-pointer in the air, no good. Rebounded over there by Nicholson.
And that's been the tail of the game, Chris. For the most part, it's been one and done. Very few offensive rebounds for Otto-Eldred. They've dominated the glass. Neighborhood Academy, that is.
Here's Wallace, has it knocked loose. It's going to be off of him, so 3 straight turnovers by Neighborhood Academy. I said to anybody that asked this week, though, Al, what was the key? And I said Otto-Eldred shooting the ball well, and they just haven't shot the ball well.
Yeah. And it's been one and done for the most part.
Well, and that's why you had to shoot the ball because you knew that the rebounding advantage was going to go to Neighborhood Academy.
Exactly.
Don't have to worry about rebounds if you're making shots.
Absolutely.
It's playing to Shenfield. Shenfield drives. Shenfield picks up his dribble.
And the key thing defensively, they've done a good job of pushing them out, cutting off the driving lanes. They haven't been able to penetrate. Just too quick.
Shenfield, deep three, no good. Rebound. Comes all the way out to Splain.
Yeah, that was just,
here's Thomas. Thomas in the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gilmore.
They just have not given him any driving lanes at all. Push him out to the perimeter. The quickness on defense for Neighborhood Academy is probably something Otto-Eldred is not used to seeing, and they can't get by anybody. That's the thing. They just cannot get by anybody. They can't open up any driving lanes for easy buckets.
And now a foul here by Splain. It'll be the first on Otto-Eldred with 2:44 to go, 50-33. And I mean, Al, it's a miracle this game's over, but it won't take away from the great senior class that Otto-Eldred has had here. District title for the first time in school history, 2 semifinal appearances in the state. I mean, it's just been a fantastic run by this group of players.
This team and this community has a lot to be proud of, Chris.
Wallace tried to slam it, and it was blocked by Thomas.
I don't know what he was thinking because he wasn't going to slam that. But
Thomas blocked it. Splain three-pointer on the other end, no good. Rebounded by
No, as you were saying, Chris, it doesn't take nothing away from Otto-Eldred. What a great run by these senior class. Grew up together. Great showing for the team, for the community. The whole city of Duke's Center and Otto-Eldred community should be very proud of what these Terror team has accomplished in this last 3
Hard
4 years.
inside, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Thomas.
Yeah, it takes nothing away from him. But yeah, this
game
is over right now.
Splain has it knocked away from him. What a pass by Wallace for the slam dunk by Hardiman.
Great pass.
52-33.
How many assists does Wallace have, Chris? Do you have that?
Not keeping assists
Okay,
out.
I thought
Sorry.
maybe
Yeah,
that-
there's only
I'm
so much.
guessing about 5. I'm just guessing.
So it's probably about 3.
No, he has more than that because he's had a couple of, because he hasn't scored much. He's had a lot led directly to the basket. I'm saying he's got at least 5 or 6 assists. I can think of 4 off the top of my head right now.
Here's Francis. Francis looking around, gives it off to Splain, back to Francis. Francis, three-pointer in the air, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Simpson.
Another rebound. That's the tail of the game right there, Chris. Yeah, they can take the air out of the ball now. No hurry, no need to score.
Just 5 offensive rebounds in the game by Otto-Eldred.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's Wallace. Wallace.
Good ball movement.
Three-pointer by Simpson. It's good.
Playing so well round. They've had a phenomenal fourth quarter for Neighborhood Academy. Phenomenal. They only missed maybe 1 or 2 shots this whole quarter.
8 of 10 shooting in
8
the
of 10,
fourth.
there you go.
Francis can't get it to go. Rebounded by Sheeler. Sheeler gives it to Francis, now to Thomas. Thomas goes over to Shenfield.
Don't foul now. Just let him play.
Shenfield with under a minute to play. Thomas jumper, good. 55-35. I think Otto-Eldred might have called the timeout there. Not sure who called it. Yeah, Otto-Eldred calls 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them.
You know how many timeouts Neighborhood Academy's called this whole game? 1.
No, they haven't now. They've called 2.
I thought they've had a lot of
No, they
media
called 2.
timeouts.
Look at no, there have been no media timeouts in this game.
Echo Power Equipment to tackle any
seems
job.
like they-
Western
Now,
PA,
there's been no
Western New York.
media
No, I
timeout.
can't believe you, but it seems like they've hardly
Number
called a
one
timeout.
destination for outdoor
They called
power.
2 of them,
Sales,
2
service, and
30s.
expertise. All under
Yeah,
one
that's
roof
not
in
much.
Duke Center, PA.
No.
Visit JimCoSales.com, like us on Facebook, or call 814-817-6565. Jimco Sales and Service.
I'm right on the
Power
scoreboard. I
up your
didn't mess
outdoors
anything
today.
up. Everything looks good here.
Back here, 47.5 seconds to go in the wonderful careers of these Otto-Eldred seniors. They trail 55-35. As the game kind of got away from them here in the fourth quarter. They went to the quarter only down 9, but it's become a 20-point
you said it perfectly,
game.
Chris. It was a 23-9 run was the key. It was 27-22, and that's when the game got ahead of them.
And now we're going to get a whole slew of substitutions as they're going to take the great seniors out.
That's
for
classy.
Otto-Eldred.
Very classy move by
As
Chris.
the Otto crowd comes to the fans, come to their feet for Manning Splain, Landon Francis, Davey Shenfield, and Sheen Thomas. I mean, that's such a great career for those guys. Coming into the game, Jared Obenrader, Michael Sheeler, Charlie.
And Chris, same thing for Neighborhood Academy. Mass substitutions. Wallace taking out Hardeman, Gilmore.
Charlie Menard also out there for Otto-Eldred, Wyatt Blendinger.
A whole new team on the court for both teams, Chris. They did a mass substitution too. Wallace coming out, Hardeman, Gilmore, Nicholson, all of those guys.
And now we're going to get a travel here.
Carlo has to make a call.
23.4 to go.
No, I didn't expect a 55-35 game, Chris. I really didn't expect this. I thought it'd be going down to the end. Great fourth quarter for Neighborhood Academy.
Here's Obenrader, three-pointer on the way. Oh, Jared Obenrader nails the triple. It's a Mark Southers and Love Toyota triple. Mark says T-E-R-R-O-R-S. Go,
No shot for that.
Jared.
That's got to be a thrill for that young man. I don't know what grade he is. He looks young, Chris.
55-38 final score here. Neighborhood Academy headed to Hershey. Otto-Eldred's great season comes to a close in the PIAA semifinals. We'll be back after these messages here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Jimco Sales and Service.
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says T-E-R-R-O-R-S. Terror. 598-9494. Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Richford Well Bar and Grill in Richford, PA. The Richford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today. on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford. From top-notch tools to expert advice, Closest Lumber has your do-it-yourself and home improvement needs covered. Our services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust us as your local experts in one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware. For over 50 years, Closest Lumber, with locations in Rowlett, PA, and Olean, New York, has been your trusted home improvement center. So stop in today or visit our online showroom at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
It's your favorite summertime community event, and this year will be the biggest year yet. Otto-Eldred Hometown Days will be July 18th and 19th. We're excited to announce that the Sky Wonder drones will be returning to light up the Duke Center night sky. You won't want to miss this one-of-a-kind show. It's worth the trip. All your favorite events will be there too. The car show, food and craft vendors, live music, magic shows, kids entertainment, and more will make this the ultimate family fun weekend of the summer. Mark your calendars for the 2025 Otto-Eldred Hometown Days on July 18th and 19th.
Located at 1 South Main Street, Otto-Eldred, Taylor & Contracting has great people who will do a fantastic job paving and sealing driveways. We do paving and sealing of driveways as well as parking lots, and we also deliver gravel. Give us a call today at 814-225-3328.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd Buses Incorporated and Todd Motor Sales. Todd Buses has been transporting Otto-Eldred students since 1952, and Todd's Motor Sales has been serving the community since 1926. At Todd's Motor Sales, we do Pennsylvania inspections and automotive services, including oil changes, tires, and brakes. Call today to make an appointment at 814-225-4738. Located at 166 Main Street in Eldred.
Back here at the Haggerty Event Center, where our final score, Neighborhood Academy 55, Otto-Eldred 38. It's time for the Verischetti Holdings post-game show. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings Group include Phoenix Incinerated Metal, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Services, and Verischetti & Sons Incorporated. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com. Time to take a look at our Spitzer Auto World final statistics. Spitzer Auto World, St. Mary's, Spitzer-St. Mary's.com.
And Chris, the final score of 55-38, Neighborhood Academy winning and going on their way to the PIAA State Class A Finals. First, the scoring for Otto-Eldred. We had two guys in double figures. Landon Francis, leading scorer, 20 points a game, came up with 14, and Manning Splain with 13. Shane Thomas added 6. A late 3 off the bench for Jared Obenrader, and 2 for Davey Shenfield for your total of 38. For the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs, extremely balanced scoring. Great team effort for these guys, led by Kedron Gilmore with a total of 14. He had 4 threes for his 14 points. Sincere Nicholson, 13. Shamar Simpson, 12. Courtney Wallace, the leading scorer, Yale-bound Division I player, had 10. And 6 for the big man Derek Hardiman for their total of 55. Again, a final score, Neighborhood Academy 55, Otto-Eldred 38.
Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. And Al, I'm going to give you the honors of naming this Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
I'll take Chris. I mean, obviously Wallace is a great player, but I'm going to give it to Kedron Gilmore. I mean, not just because he's the leading scorer. He had some big shots, 2 big threes in the fourth quarter to put him over the hump. My player of the game is number 11, Kedron Gilmore, leading scorer for both teams at 14 points.
Yeah, those 2 threes that he hit in the first minute of the fourth quarter really changed this game.
Yes.
It was a 9-point game. 36-27 going to the fourth. He hit one 10 seconds into the fourth, and then with a minute one into the quarter, he hit another one.
That was the
and those were really the two back-breaking shots in this game, weren't they not?
Absolutely, Chris. You're 100% right.
Again, when you look at this Otto-Eldred program and what they've done at a small school that really wasn't known for its basketball before the big three of Thomas, Splain, and Francis came along as freshmen 4 years ago. A district title, 4 regular season NTL titles, an NTL playoff title, an NTL playoff runner-up, a District 9 runner-up, 2 state semifinal appearances. That's a lot. Maybe you're disappointed right now if you're Otto-Eldred, but when you look back at this 20, 30 years from now, what a run by these Terrors.
You're absolutely right, Chris. Listen, Chris, you spent about 5 minutes reciting all the accomplishments they had. That tells you enough that all you have to know. These kids, like I said, have grown up together, probably played together since they were 4th and 5th grade. A tremendous run. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Did their small-town community proud and had a great run. Just came up a game or two short. But it was just a great run for those guys. And what a wonderful career for them. And again, like you said, when they're 20 years from now, when they're in the late 30s, early 40s, they have little team reunions. This team will be talked about for decades.
We're going to get an interview here for the Neighborhood Academy fans with Jordan Marks, their head coach, here in a moment. While we wait for Jordan to come up, we're going to step aside real quick. You've been listening to Jim Coast High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you an outdoor enthusiast? Jim Coast Sales and Service has you covered. From Ski-Doo snowmobiles to Can-Am off-road beasts, Ferris Precision and Cub Cadet mowers, Coyote tractors, and Echo power equipment to tackle any
Thanks
job.
for coming up, sir.
Western PA and Western New York. Trust Jim Coast Sales and Service is the #1 destination for outdoor power.
Yeah, we do,
service
don't
and
we?
expertise, all under one roof in Duke Center, PA. Visit JimCoastSales.com. Like us on Facebook.
I'm going to put this here so that I can record it, too.
817-6565. Jim Coast Sales and Service. Power up your outdoors today.
I'm in a commercial right now.
Mark Southern at Love Toyota in Bradford says TERRORS.
Yeah, you're good, thanks.
Terrors. 814-598-9494.
Got to be comfortable. All the running and jumping I do.
All right, we're back now. We're back here, and we're joined now by Jordan Marks, the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs coach. His team 55-38 going to the state championship game for the first time in school history. First of all, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. It's special. It's a special time for the school. It's a special time for the young men. We had a lot of them since 6th grade. The common theme is we saw after we won the Whitfield Championship, people say, they recruit. Everybody, all these public schools, private schools, charter schools recruit. And these kids have been here since 6th grade. Every kid at our school goes to college. Every kid has to take an exam to get into the school, and the head of the school, I think, is over there somewhere. Dr. Williams hasn't missed a game since December, I think. It's traveling 2 hours, 3 hours. It's a special place. It's a family atmosphere there.
This game was a tight game with basically 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 31-25. You guys get it out to 9 by the end of the quarter, but then that fourth quarter, you guys might have played your best basketball when it mattered the most in the fourth quarter. Talk about what started to click for you guys.
Yeah, so we pride ourselves on defense. We're a defensive team. We talked about it since September when the kids got to school, actually August, to be honest with you, and we talk about holding teams under 40 points a game. We pride ourselves on keeping teams under 40 points. We've done it, I think, every game except for about 4, I believe. So to hold that team that can score it and is pretty disciplined to under 40 was our goal. But we're built on making runs. That's what we pride ourselves on. So first 3 minutes of the second half, first 3 minutes of the game. But every game you expect a run of a certain standard, whatever it be. It could be a 5-0 run. It could be an 8-0 run. It could be a 6-0 run. But we know there will be a run for us. And that's when, guys start believing and the ball is shared more. We were just talking about it at halftime. We were only up maybe 6 or 7.
5, actually.
5, right. So even worse. And I said to them at half, I wasn't mad at the score. I wasn't mad at how they played. The thing I was upset with was the 6 assists at the half. That was what I was disappointed in because we've been averaging 18, 19 assists a game. And then the second half, I think they had 12 or 13 assists. So right back to where we needed to be.
Gilmore hit 2 massive three-pointers at the start of that fourth quarter. Just talk about him finding that groove right then, right there.
Yeah, so Courtney started, Courtney and Shamar, like I said, were here since 6th grade along with Derek, 3 of our starters, and Courtney took my key to the gym his sophomore year. Ked came in as a freshman 2 years ago now. Obviously, he's a sophomore, but he has lived in the gym a lot too. He works on a shot. Courtney, he goes against Courtney every day in practice. So he's gotten dramatically better by going against a kid like Courtney every day. And Courtney doesn't take it easy on him. Believe me, he's fouling him, he's pushing him, he's making him tougher, and he's just so good. Him and even Sincere made a couple big shots, I think, in the first half to stretch the lead a couple times. And those guys are now getting shots up before practice, getting shots up after practice, and the work ethic is contagious.
I thought one of the keys to your game was every time they made a shot to get, say, within 5 or 6, you guys had the answer. Talk about the ability to answer with a big bucket every time Otto made a run at you.
So what we pride ourselves on, give up a bucket, you better get one back, and you got to take pride in stops. We always say one stop at a time, one basket at a time, one stop at a time, one basket at a time, because we feel like we're the best 32-minute team. So even if we have a lapse for 3 or 4 minutes, like we talked about earlier, I know there's a run coming, and I know there's something else coming, but we pride ourselves really on not letting it be a close game.
I thought the other key was the start. You're up 12-2 out of the gate, 4 minutes into the game. How important was it for you guys to start quickly?
First 3 minutes of the both halves are vital to us. In the second half, I was disappointed. We usually are a great third-quarter team. We've outscored our opponents. My assistants keep track of this by about 130 on the year in the third quarter. So third quarter wasn't great for us tonight. We got up, we scored, we gave up a bucket. We scored, we gave up a bucket. They scored a bucket, so I was very unhappy with that because I hold them to such a high standard defensively. But again, I think we held them to 37 or so. But it just great job overall for the young men, and played hard.
Another key, Courtney Wallace maybe didn't score a lot, but his defense on Landon Francis was really a big difference in the game.
Yeah, so Courtney's, it's funny. People say, like, well, he's only averaging it. And I say, well, first off, he's averaging a triple-double for the year. But I said he guards the best player every game. It's non-negotiable. So whenever we see who the leading scorer is, that's who Courtney guards. He doesn't switch off of them. He fights through screens. I think one of my assistants said the young man may have shot in the 30 percentile tonight. And even though Courtney doesn't, was getting doubled, was getting box and one, was getting looked like maybe a 1-3 chaser at times, he still had, I think, 8 assists. I think he still had 15 rebounds. So, it's again close to a triple-double. So he affects the game in so many different ways. It's insane. It's insane.
Well, Coach Marks, thanks for joining us for a little bit here on the YDL Sports Network. And congratulations. Good luck in the state championship game on Thursday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is Jordan Marks, the head coach of the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs. Folks, that'll do it for our basketball coverage on the YDL Sports Network this year. Thanks to all of our great sponsors all season long. But, hey, you know us. Broadcasts aren't done. We've got baseball and softball coming up probably next week, as early as next week, doing that. So for my partner, Al Materjeski, I'm Chris Rossetti saying good night. Neighborhood Academy 55, Otto-Eldred 38.